Hello, my name is Diana, and in this video I'm going to talk about assessing speaking. Speaking can be one of the most challenging skills to assess, especially in a big class when it is not easy to listen to everyone. However, it is important to assess speaking in the classroom. Speaking is an essential part of the language learning, and students often enjoy it. Good assessments can encourage students to speak more. If we don't speak activities in class, it is important that we assess this part of their language learning. Fortunately, there are essential uh, or practical ways to assess speaking if we keep a few things in mind. First, who will be involved in the assessment? Obviously, the students will be there, but will the students be alone or together with other students? What will the role of teacher be? Asking questions or just listening? Then we need to think about the skill and the language that the students will need to use. This will determine the kind of task we give. For example, if we want the students to describe something, we may give them a picture to talk about. The other thing to think about in the context. In our speaking assessment, what kind of real life situation are we trying to represent? And how will this be represented in the assessment? For example, will the assessment be lived or recorded? Will it be done face to face or a computer? With this our mind, we can think about which assessment design would be best. One format is a one-to-one interview. In this type of task, the teacher typically asks questions and the student answers. Also, free conversation is most authentic. Too much variety is difficult to mark fairly, and it's good to have some fixed question. Another common task is a monologue or representation where the students give a short speech. Will we need to decide how much time we'll have to prepare for the talk. As the conditions for each student are the same, this can be considered quite a fair assessment. However, it is quite a specific speaking skill and it is not very interactive. For a more interactive task, we can use the pair or a group format. This is usually a discussion or problem solving activity where the students comes to common conclusion. Group tasks have the great advantage that several students are assessed at one time. And this talk may be a good reflection of the interaction that happens in a lesson. In group tasks, care needs to be taken when putting students together so that everyone will feel comfortable speaking. Uh, a lot of these tasks can be done in person or through video call on a computer. They can also be recorded, which means that we can keep evidence of the assessment. And then it would be marked later, perhaps by a second mark. And then here is my top tip. Speaking is a good opportunity for peer and self-assessment. Thank you for watching this video.